country to England, for example, to work, they work twice as hard for half the money.
And they pay taxes.
And they pay taxes, you know, so people complain sometimes, the immigrants, they come and they take the job, but if you could do the job properly in the first place, that wouldn't give them the opportunity to have that job.
Yeah, they wouldn't come. Demand wouldn't be there.
Exactly.
In Britain, we have loads of Iraqi refugees, right? Doctors, and they're not allowed to work. They're not allowed to. What's that all about? You got trained, highly trained people, and you know they can't get a job in the hospital. You know, where I live, there's loads of Nigerian engineers driving taxi cabs. This is silly. You know, put them to work. They want to work. A lot of them are really highly skilled people. This is another myth. I think to get from a war zone into England takes a lot of intelligence. So these are obviously people who will be really good for society and the workforce.
Another youth is shut down. Better cut and run.
No, where do you start?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, a lot. But to be honest, do you know something? I don't really like to talk about them too much now, because the memories are quite painful. And I think we've been doing this for 15, 16 years. So I actually would like to have the right to not have to go through them all again, you know, and to actually be a musician, you know. I'm getting old.
I think over the years it has gone better though. Yeah. It's like I've got nieces and nephews who they don't even know what racism is, and I think that's the best way it should be. It should be like that, because young people they learn from their parents. And before, back in the days, it was the parents that were teaching their kids, you know, to be racist, you know, and they thought it was perfectly alright. But now, you know, like I said, my nephews and nieces, they don't know what racism is, and I think if all the kids didn't know, then it wouldn't exist.
Yeah, well, I think that's true, but there are some places where that's not the case in Britain, unfortunately.
It's not a weapon, it's a tool. Weapon, like, you know, sounds bad.
And music's too nice to be a weapon. It's just part of an overall thing, isn't it? You know, to move things on a bit.
It's an international language, it's a way of communicating with people.
It's very positive.
Without being there, you know, CD can travel more than you can. An MP3 file can travel more than you can.
A good vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
More than the physical body can.
It all depends on the listener.
Depends on the listener. That's up to you. It's not for us to say, is it? In the end.
Because we've met loads of different people whilst we've been touring, travelling, and people tell us, you know, how they feel when they listen to our music, and we've heard so many different, you know, different ideas, different stories, different feelings. You know, some people, they feel inspired, empowered, that they feel motivated, that they want to do things, you know, and some people think it's really great that, you know, you're a voice for us, you know, they feel they can relate.
Yeah, but you see, listeners put their own slant on it. A listener can, I think one of the nicest things about being in a band is when someone comes up and says, well, I got this from your track, I thought this track made me think of this, and that might be something you never thought about before. So you learn from your audience, you know.
Hold on. Everybody together as one. One more time. Fly over, fly over. One more time, but louder. Fly over, fly over. You're feeling the energy out there, trust me. Now, with the music, are you ready? Beats back. Good. Gonna feel your energy in this one. Come on. Sing! We can't hear you. Fly over. Louder! Fly over. So when I get down in your accelerator. Fly over. Don't wanna get back up, don't wanna get captured. Fly over. So when I get down in your accelerator. Fly over.
Well, it depends on the gig, really. Sometimes that's definitely the case. Sometimes not, you know. Depends on the night, the day, a whole load of factors. But generally, I think that's true. I mean, it's great for us to play live. I mean, I don't know what it's like to see us. I've never seen us. He saw us, actually.
Didn't need a mirror.
You saw us.
Yeah, I saw you when I was 15 years old.
So maybe actually knows better than me.
No, but
I have no idea what it's like to see us.
When I saw Asian Dub Foundation play live first, I couldn't really see them properly because the people were so mad in front of me, going crazy. So it was quite difficult. But I felt inspired to be like, I thought that's what I want to do. You know, that's what I thought. That's what I want to be on stage. And here I am.
So, yeah, I mean, everybody has their own experience, you know. So. Yeah, there's a whole load of people. I don't know where to start. I mean, my personal favourites. There's a couple of people from Berlin. We did some stuff. There's a group called Jacuzzi, and also a group called Nomad Sound System. We had someone come on stage with us when we were in Berlin. It's a kind of Tunisian sort of drum and bass, Arabic drum and bass kind of thing, and that I hope we do some more stuff with them. I must admit, at the moment I'm in two minds about it because it's the workload of doing it seems to expand every day, you know. Yeah, doing MySpace was great. It was a really nice way of getting things across, but now you've got to do Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, you know, how many, it's just getting a bit too much, you know, and it's I don't know.
It's good. I think it's a good platform though for like fans and people, general people to express their thoughts about what they thought about your gig or your. It's like, you know, constructive criticisms. You know, it's good. I think it's a good thing.
I think it's fantastic for fans actually. But if you haven't got someone who's who you can pay to do it all the time, then actually for a band, if we're honest, it can be quite a pain actually to just keep up with all the platforms, you know.
It's a bit. You need a dedicated person. That's just going to do that.
Anyone out there? No, of course it's fantastic. It's changed music beyond recognition. Really? Well, no, it hasn't changed music. It hasn't changed music at all. It's changed the way groups communicate with fans and the way that music, the distribution of music is altered beyond recognition. But I don't think it's actually changed music very much. But I don't know, people overrate that, I think. Because I think that now, you know, definite power blocks are emerging within the internet. You know, there are very powerful people who know how to manipulate the internet technically that will push certain groups and certain acts. Do you know what I mean? It costs money to do a big internet campaign. You know, the same inequalities are emerging. You know, so I don't know. I mean, talking about the internet, I don't see it as a kind of positive or negative thing. I think it's technically spectacular, but I think ultimately it'll only reflect the world as it is. You know what I mean? It's like, and you know, maybe 10, 20 years time, you won't even talk about the internet. It would be like you asking me, what do you think of the telephone? How do you think the telephone has helped your music? Do you know what I mean? It becomes that mundane. Well, I remember Active Member, they did a track with us years ago, and I saw they're still playing, aren't they? So yeah, we've known some, you know, Active Member. They're still around, yeah. Well, there you go. Didn't you do something here?
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been coming to Thessaloniki for the last 5 years, nearly every year, doing some DJing and that, and I met some really cool people, really nice people. Some guys are in a band called Professional Sinners, and so I've done some collaborations with them quite a few times, but I've done a track with them for their next album, and yeah, I've known them like since before they were signed to a label, and I've seen them progress, and they're doing really well right now.
Yeah, we're starting now. Yeah. No, not yet. we haven't either.
How much money do you have?
And yes, I feel them. How you feeling? It's about that time. Asian Dub Foundation in your area one more time. Massive crew inside the place. Are you ready to rise to the challenge? Let's see the energy on this one. Roll. Wanna see you move.
Hi, we're Asian Dub Foundation, and you've been watching Art über Alles.
Yeah, he's done it.